Okay, good evening everybody. So we're going to continue, as we said, the third class of dreams. To understand the levels, there is levels. A person goes to sleep, he doesn't know really what level he is. Maybe it's the lowest level, there is 4 levels. Maybe I'm the second level, I don't know. So when we study something, then we can figure out, I can dream this way, I can dream that way. I have to remember, everything goes by the 4 phases. We call it 4 phases. The name of God is Yud-Ke Vav-Ke. Even when we correct the dreams, if you remember, supposed to be 3 people sitting, they are the judges, and I'm standing, and we doing. So the 3, it's Yud-Ke Vav, this is the judges, and I am Malchut, the 4th Hey. So there is actually 4 letters. So we have to understand the same thing goes in the levels of dreams. What level I am. So there is different levels, and we're going to talk about 4 of them. Okay, and also we're going to talk about different things, about how the messages come. Okay, so let's start with natural dreams, they call it. That's the first level. Natural dreams. Halomot Tiveim. Natural means a person usually goes through the day. You remember we talked about it. Wherever I'm going through the day, thoughts, I have things going on, maybe getting married, maybe not, maybe divorce, maybe business, maybe anything that I'm going through, good or bad, or both. It's all the thoughts and all the things that I'm going through the day. That's what I'm going to dream at night. Actually, it's like we don't know how to shut the engine. It continues. This is not really a level that we're going to get real messages. But because we don't know, maybe we have. Sometimes. It's not that I have one level and I stuck. It could be this night, this level. Maybe tomorrow I was in a better connection with the light. And the night after, I'm going to dream in the second level. So it's not like I have one level and that's it. I can move in levels. Exactly like I can move in levels during the physical reality when I'm going from one thing to another. When a person goes through his day, mostly he's thinking about his agenda. What about me? What do I do? Did I lose? Did I gain? Someone loved me, they gave me compliment. It's all about my agenda. So what kind of dream is going to be? Same thing. All about what I'm thinking through the day. But there is, in that level that called Tiveim, it means natural, there is also the bad part. Only in the first level, there is bad kind of dreams. You know those horror dreams that really is scary. A person wakes up in the middle of the night sweating. I mean, imagine. We're thinking in the same head all day, and the same head at night, the person is asleep completely. Have no desire, doesn't move, and he's seeing movies. And he wakes up in the day like whatever he's seeing, Someone is killing him, or he saw something bad, right? So imagine, what kind of dream? They call it halomot belaha. In Aramaic, belaha, it means belaha. It's the worst dreams that the person, of course, doesn't want to dream those dreams, but according to whatever that I was dealing through the day or a week or whatever, or even period of time. Those dreams comes, and it says that it comes through demons. So not angels giving me those messages, it's demons. And if you remember, I'm sure some of you or part of you, it happened maybe more than one time. You know those times that we are completely awake and we cannot move? One arm or two arms, like someone really sitting on me and holding me. That's when I have to understand that also something that I'm doing during my life, during whatever I'm doing, I'm not doing something right. How can it be that those demons have an access to come and to hold me? Is everybody have it? No. So when that person goes to sleep, they give them those kind of terrible dreams that, you know, it's going to make a person scared to go to sleep the night after. So what do we do? One of the things, you remember we talked about how to use the dialing book. So this way I have a protection. And it's good to scan the Zohar before we go to sleep if I want to have a better connection with angels and not demons. Okay? It's very important. Good sleep we don't buy by having a good mattress. Good sleep we buy by making an effort to connect to a higher level of consciousness while we're dreaming. Because don't forget, our mind, scientifically proved, works 100 million billion parts of information in 1 minute. Imagine at night, you remember how much? Times 60. Times 60. One split second, we think we're dreaming the whole night. It's very short. That's according to the energies that we created, the angels that we created. We're supposed to know that we create angels in every move, in every talk, in every action that we do. We create angels. Okay? So now we know the natural, it means whatever I go through the day, and the same level, also the bad dreams coming from the same kind of thing. So why do we have bad dream? Just so I come and correct it? I have a bad dream is also to tell me that my way, whatever it is that I chose, because I can study Kabbalah, but I can still go in my way. Doesn't mean that we study and we really follow and we do everything we study, because when we ask simple question, we study part of Kabbalah 1 and we say, is it easy to restrict? What's the answer? No. So it means I know that I need to restrict, and still it's very hard for me to do. That's the first level. Second level. It's called halomot heshgechiyim. It means this level, it's higher. It means that they are already higher connection. It's not demons, it's angels. They are more real. It means already there is messages that can help me. It says to give the person some good news, some things to be careful, maybe to wake up in the morning and to say, okay, I got the message, I'm not going to do this and that. It's actually, even the second level, it's pretty good. Now, in that level, if you remember your dreams, the dreams usually, 99% of them, it's gray, you know? Gray, black and white. Sometimes we see colors. Anybody saw colors in dreams? Yes? Okay. So the Zohar says, black and white, it's okay. It's okay. It's a good kind of level dream. But there is some beautiful colors that in the dream we feel good. Wow, it's so beautiful color. It's terrible. Light blue, for example. If you dream light blue, not thinking it's light blue. Thinking it means, let's say you see water. Could be a good dream. To see the light blue, not to think because it's water, it's light blue. It's two different things. You have to make sure that you understand what we're saying here. Because sometimes a person thinking it's water, of course it's light blue. No. If it's light blue, beautiful color, it's one of the worst color to see in a dream.
It's one of them?
The worst. תכלת מקראי, they call it. It says it's so bright, it's so beautiful. A person that dreams, he's seeing like the sky, light blue, what we see in reality, light blue. It's beautiful, right? If you see it, the message is that you're really going in a completely wrong way. God forbid, it's like a message that you can leave the world.
And you are really in?
Leave the world. It means that. Light blue is a message. Now, is the message to tell me that I'm going to die and that's it? So why do I need to get the message? The message of dreams is to tell me it can happen if I didn't change. If a person is not going to change, it can happen. But now dreams, how long have the dreams, the period of time that it can be to affect something in my life? Anybody knows how long? Day, 2 week, 2 weeks. From 1 day up to 22 years.
20 years?
Up to 22 years. It means you forgot about it, right? And it would happen. Good or bad. So that's why we have only 3 days to do correction of a dream. You cannot change it after 3 days. It means you had a bad dream, let's say, God forbid, I don't want anybody to see, but let's say you saw light blue, you come in the morning, after we do the connection, 3 guys going to do the correction. In 3 days, you didn't have time this day, okay, the next day, and the third, that's it. After that, then, who knows now? Day, 2 week, 2 years. Imagine you forgot 22 years. Oops, dangerous, right? We have to understand it's everything that we study, especially in Kabbalah, it's about the system. How the system works. What do we know about the system? You know, I'm eating, drinking, paying bills. Some kids comes to the world. Some people die. You know, that's a system. That's it. It's much more than that. So, very important to understand, light blue, it's a warning. Just to know, light blue, it's a warning. It says, change course. Means whatever you do, you're not doing something right. Change it. You are in a danger zone. That's really what it is. So if you want to understand, that's it, simple. The Zohar says it clearly. It's to awaken something in me that I'm not going to be in a deep sleep, in denial. You know, many times we do things, we are in complete denial about things that we do or we don't do. One of the worst things is not to know what I need to know. I don't know it. And that's the worst thing. And that's why, you know how they call this dream? Even the light blue? Thank you dream. Why thank you dream? Because imagine you don't get the message. Usually, let's say you get a letter with a warning. Let's say you didn't get the letter with the warning. What the complaint is going to be later on? I didn't get any letter of warning. Right? That's what usually we'd say. If I did, I would do something about it. So here, you see light blue, you got the letter. It means halom todah. It's a thank you dream. Thank you that I got the dream and I saw it and I'm going to change. And that's the whole thing, why we are here in this world, to change. That's really the only reason why we came to this world. Now, let's go before there is more levels, but to understand more kind of little messages. Because the messages in dreams, they are not like reality. Mainly people think you see something in dream, it's exactly like reality. No. For example, a person dream about a river. Is it good or bad? It's good. A person wants to understand that they are telling me that I have some kind of a problem, that I have to start research the problem. Means it's good, right? Then I get the letter, I got the email, that I have to check some problems in my life that I'm completely in denial. So if I see a river, it means I have to check something in my life. Where's the problem? If I see a bird, it's the same thing. If I see a pot, just a pot in the kitchen, same thing. If you see a shofar, the shofar of Rosh Hashanah, same thing. If you see a dog, same thing. It means all the things that comes from previous life, and just to understand that we don't look for our problems. We need to find what I have to change. Usually what do? Whatever I need to change, we cover our eyes, we don't want to see it. We don't want to deal with it. We don't want to talk about it. No, we need to. That's the message. I see a Leo, same thing. Let's say we see, for example, it says camel. Okay. Now it's different. See, some animals, you see dog, you see Leo, it's something just to look for what do I have to change. But when I see camel, it says, היה גזר דין מוות וניצל. You had a decree to die, and it been cancelled. So when you see a camel, any judgment that you had been cancelled. Imagine a person see a camel. What is it? I saw a camel in my dream. So what the person think about a camel? I don't know, something in the desert, boom, boom, boom. That's not it. You have to understand that whatever it happened, for whatever reason, maybe you shared, maybe you gave tzedakah, maybe you did something good, something you did to change it. It's have to be because of action that you did. Can be because of good thought. Okay? Cannot be. I meditate. I scan the Zohar. No. Only, it says, only action that he did. B'zchut ma'aseh. In the merit of an action that the person did, you have to understand, he cancelled that. Okay? Let's say we see an elephant. According to the Talmud, all this is from the Talmud because there is many books. It's not really accurate. The Talmud says, there is something beautiful that's supposed to happen to you. Unbelievable. Something really good supposed to happen to you. Miracles and wonders. Elephant, it's miracles. So, same thing. When we see elephant, you think that the person is going to wake up and says, wow, we don't know elephant. What's an elephant? It's an animal. So every animal is different. We need to know. So at least I'm giving you a few. But still, if you have any dream and you're not sure because there is other detail, you have to consult your teacher. We said it all the time.
But there are some people, excuse me, that when they have a conflict, they said, oh, let me see if when I go to sleep, I get the answer.
Okay.
I've heard that from many people.
People say things, so just because they said it means it's right? No. So you say people said that if they go to sleep, maybe it's going to cancel. There is no such a thing. Only a spiritual person in a high level that worked very hard to not to interfere, and we talked about it if you remember last week, to interfere in the dream. It means he's not just doing a little scanning at night before he goes to sleep in the dialing God and he's okay. He's constantly doing work, spiritual work to change. That person, if he really reached a level that he can interfere in the dream, yes, he can. Okay, but I will tell you that I don't know so many people like this yet.
One level will be that.
Okay. Now, a person have to know, for example, there is fruits that we can dream. It means you see fruits. Now it says, all fruits except grapes. It's a good sign. It's a good thing. Okay? All fruits except grape. So, but there is one little change. If a person dream about the bush of grape, a bush, right? Call it bush, right? It's not a tree. Grape vine, okay? Grapevine. So he see all the branches and he see the leaves and he see all that. The Talmud says that his wife will never have miscarriage. Imagine. So amazing. So there is no, usually there is no connection because reality is something else. This is something. If a person see an olive tree in the dream, he's going to have a lot of kids. Okay? It means that he have a merit, whoever study reincarnation and stuff, have a merit to draw many souls to bring them to this world so they can come to this world, become spiritual, and help others. That's olive tree. If a person, for example, saw himself or someone else, it depends. We can sometimes dream and see other people, that he's cutting his hair. Or yourself or someone else. So if it's about someone else, it's for him, not for you. If it's for you, you're going to see yourself, someone's cutting your hair. That means that you're going to go to a very high level spiritually. Very high level. Rejuvenation, unbelievable level. Okay? Now, there is two different things when a person dream here, outside of the state of Israel, and when a person dream in the state of Israel, even if I'm visiting. If you dream there, it's different than when you dream outside of the state of Israel. Listen to what it says. A person sometimes, and there is those dreams, is very common, that a person see himself half naked or naked, okay? So it says in the Talmud, spatially outside of Israel, that he finished, the message is that he's finishing with his sin. All the bad things that he did is coming to the end already. It's unbelievable. To dream, to be naked outside of Israel, it means you are already in the end of your correcting, not the tikkun, the bad things that I did, okay? Because I have tikkun, it means I have to still be in this world like many righteous people and help others. Now, if he's dreaming that he's naked in Israel, now it's different. He's like naked from good things, from good action, from good things. It means he's not helping, he's not donating, he's not doing any good things. He's naked. Okay, so look at the difference. If it's in Israel, he's naked from good things. It means he's just thinking about himself, doing only for himself. If he's dreaming to be naked outside of Israel, unbelievable. Isn't that completely different?
You're talking when I'm in Israel, or you're talking when I...
Yes. No. Physically in Israel, dreaming in Israel, okay? Then a person is naked from good things, good deeds or whatever. if he's physically dreaming in one of the countries, doesn't matter where, outside of Israel, actually it's good. It means he's finishing to correct his sins. Now,
but I have but naked or good thing also that sounds like bad,
it is.
like negative.
Why?
Well, because if a person, let's say, is naked because lack of clothes, poor nutrition.
No. Don't go where the Zohar is not and the Talmud is not. Simple. You're dreaming outside of Israel, you're finishing your sins. It means the bad thing. That's it. Simple. Why you want to go a place that the Zohar is not talking about it? Now, a person seeing waves, let's say we saw water. It doesn't matter where. But there is waves because it could be still, right? See waves? There is something that's getting destroyed somewhere in your life and you're not seeing it, and you have to wake up and start changing it, because if it's going to continue, it's going to be a huge destruction. So the wave, just to show you something is getting destroyed. It's not complete yet. It says something starting. Okay? Now, there is something amazing that sounds awful, but it's unbelievable. That's why the dreams are completely different from the way we think on this physical reality.
And how about people who have no dreams?
When a person sleeping with his mother, it means having sex with his mother, it's unbelievable good in the dream. Because it means he's climbing in a spiritual path and he's connecting to Binah. Because mother, it means the supernal mother. It's not the physical mother, it's called Binah. Okay? So it's like unbelievable. In one hand, a person can wake up in the morning and say, oh my God, that's terrible, right? It's actually something really good. That's why we have to understand that dreams are completely, not a little bit, completely different from the way it is in physical reality. Always remember that. Because usually we study it and still we dream something and we go through the emotions of what we understand from the physical reality. Forget it. It's nothing. If you see any tree, just tree, it says that you're going to have the ability now to go above your nature. And that's something unbelievable. It's the most important part. By the way, to be a spiritual person, it's to go against your nature. So it means that person can have the ability. Now there is something, another one, that it's a warning. Another one. When you see one or two of your tooth falling, it's not very good. It's a teeth. Okay? So why? Because it's connected to usually to kids. Usually. Not always, but usually to kids. And you have to understand, you have to be careful. Something is not, if you have kids, something you're not doing right. You have to be careful on the kids. Okay? So when we see it, for sure, this is one, like the light blue, for sure we have to do correction and we have to give tzedakah, we have to do something to really cancel it. So it's not going to be because it's something that really to wake us up. Okay? The whole thing, again, just to remind you, the Zohar says, anytime I see any kind of a dream, it's a message to help me to change things in the future. Today, tomorrow, in this week, next month, but to change it. Not to stay in the same, spatially if it's a warning. Spatially. Now, there is some dreams that someone that is already dead, that you know, it could be family, it could be someone dead, okay? In the dream he comes, and you know, many people dream, the mother, the father, the grandma, you know, some people don't, but some people. If it comes to you in your dream, you have to ask, why do you come in the dream? If you can do it while you're dreaming, is the best. If not, hopefully it was okay. So the Kabbalah is saying it's good to ask from them something, that they're going to give us something. Bug them even, to bug those people that they are dead, to give you something. Because if they're going to give us something, it's going to be good for us in this world. If they come to us and we are happy to see them and they are happy to see us, it's a good sign. It means good things, continue with your path. Whatever you're doing spiritually, it's right. Whatever you're dealing with is right. Just continue. If he gave you something, that person that died already, it's even better than just happy. If he gave you something, doesn't matter what. Just one thing, it's a warning. If he took from you anything, it's not good. Anything. But the worst, if he took shoe, the Zohar says. Shoe. If he took shoe from you, it means the message is a warning. You're leaving the world. It means, again, something about you that you're not doing right, and it might cause whatever you're doing wrong, that you're going to die. Because what's the shoe? The shoe is a tool that connects us to Malchut. The minute someone takes the shoe, it means he took that connection to the physical reality. So the Zohar explained it very clearly. You know, if we can interfere in the dream, it's better to change it. If not, have to do a correction, do something about it, give something about it, change it. It's very important to change it, because we don't want anybody to take the shoes. It means the connection to the physical reality, because we are in the physical reality. Okay? To change. Very important. Now we have to know that the Kabbalah is saying we can, when we do hatavat halom, that correction of the dream, even if we give tzedakah to save me from death, even whatever it is, we have to know that if it's something that was very powerful in my tikkun, maybe the correction of the dream and what I gave, it was not enough. What's going to happen? The dream's going to repeat. If dreams repeat, it's because I didn't do nothing to change it. Dreams repeat, it's like you got a letter, right? Warning letter, red kind of type of letter, you know those, and you didn't do nothing. What's going to happen? Another letter is going to be sent. So if I'm dreaming again, I didn't do nothing about it, or I didn't do enough about it. Okay? So it's very, very important to understand. Now, we're going to another level of dreams. It's called Halom Nevu'i. Means that the person have like a prophecy kind of dream. This is a very high level of dream. Okay? Now, the dream of a prophecy, it comes in order. The feeling in the dream and what we see, it's so vivid, so clear. it feels completely like you are awake, like it's real. It feels that you're touching things. It feels real. And when a person wakes up, he knows, because this dream is a high level, he knows it's a very important dream. And usually the message is something that we don't forget. We don't forget. It's something very powerful, stays. You know how people put the notes to their dreams? You know, some people who wake up, they want to write it because in the morning I remember just little parts. Those dreams, you don't have to worry about. Forever become part of you. Like you're living your life and you know all the details of your life and this physical reality, that's how it's going to be. That's how powerful it is. It says, for the question that someone asked before, what happened to a person that doesn't remember the dream? What happened, right? It says that if it doesn't remember, what's going to be is that the message itself, it's not that it doesn't dream. There's a person that doesn't dream is only a dead person. Remember that. Everybody dream. Everybody dream. The person that doesn't remember the dreams is because he's not spiritual. Spiritual. He's very 1%, very physical. Okay? He's not spiritual, he doesn't remember the dream because he doesn't have the ability to connect between the message, because he does remember that he dreamed, right? We say, I dreamt, but I don't remember. Okay. Some people don't even remember that they dreamed. That's the worst. This is the worst level. It means a person is not spiritual. What does it mean you don't remember? Why not? It says, something is blocked in him. You know when we talk to people sometimes, or people talk to us, and we say, come on, open up. What does it mean? Physically, open up. A person is very closed. That person, he can come to Shabbat, he can come to a class, but he's not spiritual. The word spiritual, if you didn't grasp it through the different, it means always looking for and seeking to change and to be closer to the light. Without being closer to the light and always have a huge desire to be closer to the light and to change, the person is not spiritual just because he's opening a book or he's sitting on Shabbat, scanning a little bit, and then he eat a third meal or something. No. You have to see that he's going against his nature, and there is a voice that tells him, no, 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 I don't want to do that. And he says, no, perseverance, I'm going to do it until I'm going to win. I'm going to be closer to the light. And how do I see that I'm closer to the light? One of the things, I'm more happy, less reactive, and more excitement in life. You wake up in the morning, how is that? Okay, don't talk to me before coffee. Then you know you're not really happy to wake up because you already know what's going to happen today and who's going to bug you and all the thing. That's not spiritual. To be spiritual, it means I want to be closer to the light. I want to change. I know why I came to this world. I'm not just here passing by, and we'll see what's going to happen. Because those dreams are such a high level prophecy. They give us to see everything. Because remember, the Zohar says, at the time that the person is asleep, the soul leaves the body and goes to different dimensions. The soul reaches a level where there is a flow of energy, where the soul can get so much energy and all the information. It's like just seeing something from above. Because we all have sides. You know the symptom of aquarium. You see from here, it's green fish. From here, blue. From here, red. From above, it's goldfish. We all have sides. I see it this way, someone see it this way, but from above, there's a different color. In life, we have to understand it's the same thing. When the soul goes to this level, prophecy, dream, the soul is like charging. You know that battery in a cell phone works also on memory. If you remember that when people didn't know maybe, but it used to be batteries that if you charge when it's in the middle, it means it's half full. The battery remember now just the half that you feel. It doesn't remember the half that it was before. So what happened? In the middle of the day, it's gone. You say, how can it be? It was full. Today, they're starting changing the batteries, but still you have to know that it's good to empty the battery from time to time all the way. It used to be a device to empty the battery so you can charge it all the way from the beginning. We have to understand it's the same thing. The charge in this level of prophecy is such a powerful one, it says nothing. There's no way that a person wakes up and doesn't remember that. So if I don't remember, first it has to be in this, that my soul where? In the third level or in the first two? The first two. So if you don't remember, it means you're not really high. And maybe only in the first one. Maybe in the first one. So I have to change things. I have to practice all my spiritual work to change it so I can elevate and go to this level. In this level, you don't have to worry not to remember. It's going to be very clear.
If somebody can reach that level by trance, for example?
No, that's one of the things that Kabbalah is saying. It's the worst thing to do. People sitting together, they reaching, those seance, they call it, that they sit together. This is one of the things that how people getting schizophrenic, when they get crazy, this is where they get it. We're not supposed to get messages when we are awake and we're calling different souls, because usually the good souls, they are not going to be wandering in those places. Only the bad souls come. And the bad souls knows all the information also. So of course they can fool us, and that's where, if there is an opening, they come in to this body of one of the people, and then they have a split personality. What does it mean, split personality? It's two people inside the same body. We have to be careful not to do things like this. Okay? Because when we sleep, it's different. It's the system. A person's supposed to do something to protect his body, and the thread of mercy that we talked about, of the soul. And the soul leaves because that's how it is, to charge, to get the messages, and whatever it is, and to come back. So that's very, very important. It's like when the soul leaves, charging, it's like energy. If you remember, that's why we wake up in the morning. It's supposed to be feeling good, fresh. Sometimes we say it, I slept like a baby. Why we say it? How do you know how a baby? We don't even remember. But it means that a baby doesn't have any agenda. He doesn't have a business. He doesn't have any problem. He just went to sleep like a baby. So when we sleep like a baby, it means it was no agenda, nothing. It was just clean kind of sleep. So it's not easy to get to that level unless there is another thing that is good to do. Before we go to sleep, while we're doing that reading of the dialing book, and it's part of the words that we say, but we need to know to forgive everyone that I did today or this week, because sometimes things still running in our engine again and again and again every day. I have to forgive people, even if they hurt me. Because when we don't know how to forgive them, we don't know how to forgive ourselves. and then the sleep that we do is not going to be such a high level sleep, and actually we're hurting who? The person that we hate or ourselves? Myself, because I'm going to sleep. Okay? So it's very, very, very important. Okay? How do we get, let's say, that baby sleep? We like to have that baby sleep. It says in the Talmud, the Zohar talks about it, when my life is going to be more fulfilled, my life is going to have more light, it means my consciousness seeing the light in every person. It means I'm, in a different word, I see the good of the people. I see the good, the positive, more than the negative. Because usually, judging, it means we see the negative of people. You know, when we say we love people, you know, it's very easy to love someone when you meet him, because you don't know nothing about him. To love someone when you know everything about him, it's not so easy. If you understand. So that's where we're supposed to be. To know everything about the person and still love him. If I'm not there, it means I'm judging. If I'm judging, I'm drawing judgment to my life. Because according to the way I behave, that's the way the light in my life. It's not automatically I'm scanning, this is spiritually, then I'm judging, this is something else. It's not the, you know, at the time that I was scanning, I wasn't judging. We have to make sure that the Zohar is really going a lot about sleeping, and we talked about it in the beginning, but just to know that the quality of sleeping, it's according to my consciousness. If I see in every person, in everything, let's say you hate your job. Let's say you have a job, you hate your job. It means you're not seeing the light there. It's a problem. If you don't see the light there, then there's no light. It's according to your consciousness if it's going to be light or not. How it's going to be light if you don't see the light? So then already you are canceling the light, and that's why we had a portion, if you go to the Zohar class, Jacob was dreaming, and there is the letter that's going, the angels going up and down, but it says, Sulam mutzav arza ve'rosho hashamayma. Means that he's in the ground, but the head of the letter is all the way in heaven. So what does it mean? I have to see in my action, in whatever I do, I have to see the light always. You think it's so easy to do? No. But at least to start practicing it. When I practicing that, I can sleep like a baby. Because the baby doesn't have an agenda. He doesn't go and through before he sleeps, what am I going to do with people did this to me, you know, and sometimes we can't even sleep because of just so many things that we went through this week or lifetime sometimes. But every day I have to let go. Every day, like you have a business and you're going through the business and you say, okay, it was a mistake, tomorrow I'm going to make it better. That's a person that knows how to run a business, not supposed to do what? Same mistakes over and over, right? Imagine we keep doing the same mistake. We have to go, before we sleep, we say, okay, that was wrong, I'm going to change it. That was wrong, I'm going to change it. And I have to find myself changing it tomorrow. Now, if I start working this way, I can sleep like a baby. And that's why the Zohar telling us the story, there is a story in the Zohar that a person was kind of sleeping and two righteous people seeing him. He was sleeping on the edge of a cliff. And the edge, it's a huge stone. And a snake came to kill him. Another snake, bigger, come and fought the snake and killed the snake that wanted to kill him and left. So they already know that he have a merit. It means he earned it somehow because, see, he'd been saved. He doesn't even know, he's sleeping. And when he woke up and left the edge of the cliff, the whole rock fell after he left. So the Zohar says, they knew that he had a merit, so they came to him and they asked him, what do you do? He said, not much. No, but there is something that you want to tell us. What do you do? Because we saw, and they told him about the merit. It has to be that you do something good. So he says, I don't know, but the only thing that I know how to do the best is before I sleep, I forgive everybody. It doesn't matter who is this person. And that's what it says. It says that miracles come to people that knows how to forgive to everyone. Because we have some list that we can forgive. Some list it's okay. But this one, forget it. Okay? He says, no, I'm not doing you a favor. He says, מעולם לא הלכתי לישון לפני שביקשתי סליחה. Not only that, he says, I'm asking forgiveness from the people that hurt me. Does it make sense? I have to say to that before I go to sleep. I don't have to say it even physically. Anyone that hurt me, I have to forgive. So the minute he said, the minute, always I forgive. That's why I have a merit. So before we go to sleep, if I want to sleep like a baby and I want to reach a high level of dreams, I have to let go. Very hard to let go. All the things that it's like a bag sitting on me. It's like sometimes we walk with bag 2,000 years. We don't let go. Let go. And the minute we let go, we can change many things in life. When we see snake in dream, snake, it depends of the size of the snake. It depends how many snakes. It's money. Snakes, it's money. You know how many people killed the snake in the dream? And what they did? They killed their job. And then if it bites you, you get the money now, very soon. If you just see it, it's potential. So always in dream, it's different from reality. The snake is money. So just, for example, you dream about snake, don't kill them. And if they bite you, be happy about it. Money coming. Okay. So that's for today. Thank you very much.